Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today we're going to learn about 10 questions you should ask your crush. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Celebrity crush. Who is your celebrity crush? Everyone's heard this question before, and almost everyone has an answer. Your celebrity crush represents your ideal person. They have all the physical traits that you find attractive. If you see someone who looks like your celebrity crush, you'll probably find them attractive too. It works the same way for your crush. Imagine their celebrity crush is tall with brown hair, brown eyes, and a beard. Your crush thinks this celebrity is the most attractive person in the world, but you share many of the same qualities. Doesn't that mean your crush could be attracted to you? The best part about this question is that it doesn't have to be awkward or stressful. You can ask casually about someone's celebrity crush without creating an awkward moment. In the same way, you can share your crush without making any waves. So if you want to know what kind of person your crush likes, then use this question to get an idea of what they find attractive. If their celebrity crush looks a lot like you, then chances are you're exactly their type. Number 2. Strange attraction. Here's another question you can use to gauge your crush's favorite qualities. Ask your crush, what's the weirdest thing that you find attractive? This question is a fun, harmless way to bring romance into almost any conversation. As soon as you ask this question, your conversation takes a flirty turn. All of a sudden, you're talking about romance, and your crush looks at you a little differently. But that's not all. You also get a sense for the kind of person that your crush likes. They might answer with something that you don't expect, but their answer, no matter what they say, gives you a window into their personal preferences. For example, your crush might say, I like someone who reads all the time. Suddenly, you have a clear picture of the type of person that they like. Your crush may like people who are bookish and intellectual. They may want someone who's worldly, introverted, or well-spoken. In other words, examine the quirks that they like and think about the kind of person who fits the bill. If that person is you, then your crush may be sending you a message. Number 3. First impressions. When we first met, what was your first impression of me? This question works on a couple of different levels. It gives you a chance to reflect on a fun and nostalgic time in your lives. Reminiscing is a great way to bring people closer together. When you think about your mutual experiences, those memories strengthen your connection. More importantly, you learn what your crush really thinks of you. While your crush is reflecting on your first conversation, listen closely to how they describe you. If they get embarrassed or don't know what to say, they may have felt attracted to you from the very beginning. If they say something like, I thought you were kind of shy, then ask them a follow-up question, something like, what do you think of me now? Questions like these deepen the conversation and your emotional connection. Each question gives you more information about the way your crush really feels, so pay close attention because their feelings may affect their answers. Number 4. Love languages. Love languages are a near-universal tool to communicate you and your crush's romantic preferences. Some people like physical contact, other people give gifts or do favors. Each person expresses and receives affection a little differently. By learning your crush's language, you learn how you can show your feelings for them. If they like physical contact, for example, you should use small touches and body language to express your affection. But love languages teach another important lesson. We naturally use our own love languages to express our feelings to other people. For example, if you like to receive gifts, then you may give gifts to the people you like. So don't be afraid to ask about your crush's love languages, because their answers will help you understand each other. Number 5. Biggest fears. Not every question needs to be fun and flirty. In fact, some of the best questions establish a different kind of connection. You might ask your crush, what is your biggest fear? A question like this investigates deeper emotional truths. You're looking for an honest answer that they may not like to say out loud. You may not tell many people your greatest fears. You may not talk about things that terrify you, but it's comforting to share those fears with someone you trust. So give your crush a chance to share those fears with you. Learn what scares your crush. Learn what makes them feel vulnerable, and that way you get to know them better as a person. If your crush trusts you with their greatest fear, then make sure you listen. Don't ask this question if you're not interested in an emotional bond, because questions like these expose people's vulnerabilities. So don't make fun of your crush, no matter what scares them. Validate their fears, listen to their problems, and show empathy for their experiences. And that way, you and your crush can build a stronger connection. Number 6. Talking about family. You might ask your crush, "So what's your family like?" This question is strange on a first date or a conversation with someone that you don't know very well, but it can be a perfect opportunity to bond with someone that you really like. In general, people enjoy talking about their families. They like to tell crazy stories from holidays and vacations. They like to laugh at their family's quirks and mistakes. Most of the time, family talk brings a smile to your crush's face while giving you an important glimpse into their personal life. By asking about someone's family, you can get a sense of the environment they know and love. You can learn about the people and places that have shaped their lives and personalities. So ask what their family's like. Ask about their hometown or their favorite stories growing up, because these questions will show you a different side of the person you like. Number 7. The best gift. Here's a great question to ask anyone you're interested in. What's the best gift that you've ever received? Now, on the surface, it's a harmless question that most people answer without a second thought, but their answer tells you a few important things about them as a person. First of all, their favorite gift shows you what kind of things they value. If their favorite gift is a diamond necklace, then you know they're interested in expensive material gifts. On the other hand, if their favorite gift was a trip, a knick-knack, or something homemade, then you get a different sense of their values. As an added bonus, this question gives you clues about gifts to get them in the future. By learning what kind of gifts they like, you can buy, plan, or create things they genuinely enjoy, and in the future, you can give your crush a gift they'll cherish and remember. All because of this informative question. Number 8. Point of pride. It's important to balance fun, flirty topics with real emotional questions. You want to figure out the kind of person they're attracted to, but you also want to understand what kind of person they are. So the next time you see your crush, you might ask, "What are you most proud of?" This question pinpoints a powerful emotional experience that your crush likely wants to share with you. By asking your crush about their proudest achievement, you give them a chance to feel great about themselves. You give an opportunity to brag and show off, to feel smart, capable, and confident. It also gives you a chance to celebrate their achievements with them. When that happens, your crush will feel seen, supported, and secure. So figure out what your crush is proud of, listen to their accomplishments, and celebrate their successes, because those proud moments bring you closer together. Number 9. Embarrassing stories. Sometimes a lighthearted question leads to a lasting connection. After sharing a serious or emotional story, funny topics relieve tension, bring a smile to your face, and they lift the mood of the conversation. For example, you might ask, "When was your most embarrassing moment?" Learning someone's most embarrassing story doesn't tell you much about their character, but laughing together is a great way to cement your bond. This question gives you a funny situation that you both can laugh about. You can playfully tease them, and your crush may enjoy making fun of their mistakes. When you laugh together, you may take a huge step forward in your relationship. You may see each other in a more positive way, all because of one embarrassing story. Number 10. The relationship question. Our last question can make or break your future with your crush. If you want to gauge their general interests, then you can use this dangerous question to figure out what they're thinking. The question is, are you currently looking for a relationship? Now, the answer to this question may not work out in your favor. Sometimes your crush will say, "No, I'm not interested in dating anyone right now." They may not be interested in dating anyone because a relationship is not a priority at this point in their lives. Or maybe they're just not interested in you. Either way, it may be time to move on. But what if your crush says, "Yeah, I am looking for a relationship"? They may be generally interested in the world of dating, but it's more likely that they're interested in one specific person, you. Your crush may not tell you directly, but they're advertising their relationship status for a reason. So whether your crush says yes or no, make sure you read between the lines. Otherwise, you'll miss an important message from your crush. Hey, thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.